Good.
Shalom. All right. First and foremost, the turn we gonna face east, and we're gonna give all praises and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakudash.
a double to the pastor editors GMS. And salutation to you, brother. Put your word of truth into seal four corners. We GMS Mississippi camp, and we just gonna go into like we week in week out, pushing the truth of Yahweh Ba'Shem and breaking up the laws. He said elect, all right, and this truth is only for the elect. 2/3 not gonna get it because they love the world, so let them niggas stay in the world, all right? We ain't got time to wait for them. If we wait on them, we wait forever. If I let the brothers get it.
Come. And like the elder just said, if we were to wait for 2/3 to get it, we'll never be there. Why? Because two-thirds reflect Esau Edom and his mindset. And they think that it's just a life sentence. You know, they don't think it's a death sentence. They don't think they're going to be judged for their actions. They don't think they're going to be judged for their ways. You know, they think they can do what they want until to an old age, you know, and then nothing happens. Nah, that's not it.
Okay. So Ecclesiastes 8 and verse 11, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the hearts of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Because then it's not executed speedily, because there is not a sudden judgment. Every time something happens, every time you go off, y'all think it's okay. Y'all got the green light to do evil. Y'all got the green light. Y'all believe y'all have the green light to continue in your folly. No, y'all just adding up to that list. Y'all just adding up to that list. You know, y'all sentence again longer and longer to say, you're no good. It's best if I just kill you now. You know, you're if I would have let you continue, things will get worse and worse. You will continue to be worse and worse. You're not repenting. You're not correcting your ways, because what they call prison, a correctional facility, you know? And because you niggas is not correcting your actions but becoming worse and worse, y'all just gonna be executed. Because what's the reason for you being here? That's the whole reason we came over here as a nation. Because what? To get corrected. To get corrected. And 2/3 of our people have fallen. 2/3 of our people have fallen in love with this correctional place. You know, it's become their mansion. It become their penthouse. They don't want to leave.
They decorated their prison cell.
They decorated their prison cell.
Got the PlayStation. Satellite. You know, they got cable. And they get prison.
You can come through anytime she want.
Yeah. Correctional officer.
Yeah.
The correctional officer.
Yeah.
When you look at the system.
Yeah.
Watch over niggas, man.
They call that shit institutionalized. Yeah. The nigga just made their prison the comforts. You know.
Kind what? They in love with their imprisonment. You know. So they don't want to get. They say, if I go outside, I gotta be better. I gotta wash my ways. They gotta be accountable. They don't want that. And we got this damn crazy man over it, over the prison system. Yeah. What they say, it's a saying they have. The inmates are now running the asylums or something like that. Yeah, you got it.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 23, and it's just the mindset of Esau, man. And Lamech said unto his wives, Adah and Zillah, hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech, hearken unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my wandering, and to my wounding, and a young man to my hurt.
This nigga is boasting. This nigga is boasting about what he did, about doing evil. You know?
Verse 24, if Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold.
That pride went up. That pride, he like, hey, I did this and nothing happened. Someone touched me. You got to remember my father, my grandfather. I think was Cain's father or grandfather.
Esau was Lamech.
No, this
No. I mean,
that's Cain.
Esau. Cain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
Cain.
this is the descendant of Cain. I think it was his, you can look it up. Was that Lamech? I think it was the son of Cain. He might be the son or grandson. Nah, it was way before.
Yeah, it's way before Esau. Yeah.
Enoch.
Enoch, Amrod,
No, it's his great grandson.
His great grandson.
Lamech,
Yeah.
the fifth lineage descended from Cain, husband.
Damn, he
He weighed down there.
damn he boasting about that.
Like 4 generations down.
generation down.
Tubal Cain.
Yeah, so it's a few generations down. But then when you go into it, it said he hurt a man to his wounded. So that means that he got into it with somebody and they got out on him. So he killed him. You know? What that sound like? A young nigga.
Yeah,
You know, the spirit of Lamech, that's the spirit that's on these young niggas, man.
Yeah. He said he heard a man. Yeah.
Yeah. The nigga tell me I'm gonna kill him. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna go do a mixtape on this nigga.
He heard a nigga to his. He heard a man to his wound.
Because he said he came back, like probably was drunk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all listen up, bitches. Nigga put his hands on him, tell you how this shit went. 'Cause that's a nigga mixtape is about him hoping the nigga touch him so he can kill him.
Yeah, it's a young boy shit too.
That shit, real talk though. That spirit is real right now, bro. The YN, bro. Like that young dude. I said, we be talking like that young nigga. Dude that killed Fulio. Bro. And think about it, bro. That spirit is so heavy on them young niggas, bro. Cause they, Fulio over there rapping about on spot grade time I was singing it. And guess what? They lit him up. And they had a video, that showed a video. Bro, they set that nigga up and they gave him what he want. But it's the same spirit, bro. I mean, these niggas out here ain't playing no games with nobody, bro. They got so much hate for their own brother. And they ain't got shit against Esau. I ain't trying to tell y'all get no Esau, but see me. Y'all niggas hate each other, man.
What? Cause Esau the one behind it.
Yeah.
What the Edomite say in the video? He said we got an aging population in the in the prisons right now. We need these young men, and they refer to you niggas as sweat equity now. Sweat equity, man. They finna work your ass.
And the prison ain't nothing but a stop mark.
Bro, they said, and the basically said, they told them, fuck the death penalty. They want that nigga to work.
This is a piece of what chat saying about Lamech, because I put in about Lamech bloodline. And it says in the book of Genesis, chapter 4, 23 and 24, Lamech gives a violent speech about revenge, like he told his wife, sit down, listen to this. I have killed a man to my wounding. This makes him a symbol of escalating violence in Cain's line.
Yeah, so, and that shows you, and more than likely, it was some shit he started. You know, because even like the spirit now, the small hats, they just kept fucking with Iran. Then Iran put something on their ass. A week into it, we might nuke y'all. Like, goddamn.
Now they the big.
Yeah. So now y'all gonna go to this shit. Y'all pick with these, y'all have killed scientists, presidents, generals, and then the niggas, kids in school, but then they get back at you and they start getting out on you. What do you want to do? Oh, you want to nuke them. Right. That's the same thing as going to bringing the gun to a fist fight. And you started the shit. So more than likely, we don't got it, but just knowing Esau, the spirit is on Esau, Lamech started that shit. They got out on his ass, you know.
Well, when he got a blade.
Yeah, and then he killed him like a coward. He probably snuck up on him some type of way, because he don't say, he don't say how much time went by for all this shit to play out. Yeah. But you see how Esau moved today, he a coward. Even with Hiroshima and Nagasaki, you mentioned earlier, Japan was preparing for a ground invasion because the American military, they were taking them islands in the Pacific West, working their way to Japan. Yeah. So Japan was getting ready for a ground invasion. What Esau do? He dropped the atomics on their ass, goddamn. You know?
Yeah.
But That's the spirit of Lamech. Like, nigga, if you do anything to me, I'm gonna do the maximum. If you do the least thing to me, I'm gonna do the maximum to you.
Yep.
You know? You guys go.
Yeah, and this is like this just shows you this man character and behavior, you know. And he boasting about that what his great grandfather did. Because what? Judgment against an evil work is not executed speedily. So you know, so it's said in the sons of men to do wicked. You know? And you can see that. You can see that on all the coach, you can see that on the people, on their minds, on the way to how they move, how Eve move, how the men move, you know.
Get that for you, he said. Ecclesiastes 8:11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of man is fully set in them to do evil.
You see, they just gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse. That's why we have in our law that if a stick-necked child, you know, if a hard-headed child don't get right, what's gonna happen? Death sentence.
Right for the elders.
The death sentence. No, it's not gonna be a life sentence. Oh, we're gonna keep doing until he get right. We're gonna keep correcting him, keep giving him whooping until he get right.
You got time limit. You ain't got to figure it out at a certain time. You out of here, man. And that's Esau. He had his time to rule. And Esau will show why he don't deserve the birthright. Nigga, you ain't built a good case for yourself. You crying over a birthright, but nigga, you show why you shouldn't have it. Because the birthright is for an eternal kingdom. Nigga, you not built. The scriptures say, if the Lord don't intervene, no flesh will make it. So you're not even built to go 1,000 years, man, because if this man were to stay in power, man, the earth would be uninhabitable. You know, in the near future, man, the way this nigga going, man.
And they show y'all that in their movies. Because when they do these movies, they projecting what the earth can look like. Yeah. And what is that? The world toxic, the world dead. The world dead, trees dead, you know, a dystopian, you know, that dystopian stuff, you know. This is their projection of what the world could happen if these people would continue to rule. You see?
The Job 4:8, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same.
No,
we don't.
Read that again, bro.
This Job 4:8. Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same.
They gonna reap the same. You know, they're gonna have their judgment, but if they would have continued, it would just keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse. That's why everything this man has done is about to fall upon them. Everything 2/3 of our people in Esau Edom has done in this time is gonna get ready to come back on them. You know, Yahweh Shema Shah finna show that he is the power of the earth, that his laws stand high, that his laws still stand. He just gave y'all grace, period. He just gave y'all grace, period. Y'all don't have a life sentence. Y'all had a time to get right. But now that y'all didn't want to correct y'all actions in this correction facility, y'all finna be sentenced to death because you are no good for creation. You are no good for life. Just look at his system. You got these moles, got these moles around, got these you know, what you call the females, whatever they moles, some female moles around. People ready to kill each other just because they're angry. You know, you stepped on their shoes, now you want to take you off the earth.
And look, I'm gonna say this too. And they use Barack Obama push that fruit basket shit. Oh, yeah. They do something to that. Yeah, push that shit. You know, they know he was that way. So they use him to do that shit now. It's all out in the open. And guess what? Soon it happened. Like I remember Big Period said, America signed that death wish. I remember that day I seen that shit. He said that, man, they signed that death wish.
Because he lured them in with that first go around, his first presidency, man. But that second term, that's when he started, you know what I'm saying, showing y'all he don't give a fuck about y'all. He's gonna go ahead and start pushing the elite's agenda, man.
That's it.
I got a quick one. Just going to, because like the brother getting into, the earth has an Edomite problem. Yeah. You see, and when Yahweh Shai is a righteous judge when he comes, first he's gonna 'cause what do you do to a council? You isolate it first, right?
Mm.
You know, and then after a while you get rid of it. His captivity is gonna be him being isolated from the rest of the world. But Esau is gonna be, you know, on the outskirts of society working, man. You know? Like you will have to travel and go see an Edomite, man. He's gonna be off the scene somewhere, man. You know? Well, he's gonna be the one that's gonna get he's gonna just like he got these all these different nations, you know, mining and doing all this shit in the mines and getting these resources for him. He's gonna be doing that, you know, getting the resources ready, all right, for use. Okay? Now we got nothing today. So let's read this real quick. This the book.
They're good.
Have a good day.
And let the word come out.
All right.
Let the word come out. This is the book of Job, chapter 18, verse 18. It says, he shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwelling.
Mm.
They that come after him shall be astonished at his day, and that they went, it says, the day that went before him were affrighted. Surely such are the dwellers of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not the Most High.
Mm. Y'all gonna be knocked off this earth, you know. Eventually, y'all gonna get knocked off this earth, but everybody's gonna be. This whole world gonna marvel at your change of state. You know how everybody looking at you, how your position in this world. You know that's gonna come to naught. You know you finna go back to being that base man. You know, for 1,000 years, then you're gonna be completely erased. And people, you know, everybody's gonna marvel at you. Everybody's about to be in fear at you. Like, this is the sentence. So this is what this leads to. You know?
Extermination.
Extermination.
The whole nation get exterminated.
The bloodline gonna be eradicated, man.
Yep. Because see, they and nations have always tried to do that, what they call ethnic cleansing.
Mm.
You know, but see, this is the first time it's going to be fully achieved to where that nationality doesn't exist anymore.
Mm.
You know, because nations have been warned, and it was a practice, especially in the Middle East, to where they would try to get rid of your lineage. They will get rid of your bloodline.
Mm.
You know, even the Most High, he did that on with certain of the northern tribes, their kings. You know, the northern kingdom with certain kings, he got rid of their whole house.
Mm.
Anybody that was a male relative to this certain king, the Most High killed all of them, you know, called ethnic cleansing. Like this nigga root so bad, they gonna kill everything that got his blood in it. Every male that got his blood in it, so they can't be reproduced no more, man.
Mm.
You know.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Yahweh Shemel Shai did it once or twice. He said, "Wipe their name from under heaven."
Yeah, well, that's prophecy. That's prophecy for now.
Okay.
Just talking to Amalek.
Mm.
You know, you get it for the bro.
I got Job 20. Read about it.
Yeah, I got your free shot. I've just been yapping. Yeah.
I'll get that numbers for the brother. Because it's going into the extermination of Esau. That's what's gonna fix the earth.
Mm.
That's the beginning of fixing the earth. Is getting rid of the source of all the problems.
Mm.
The source of all the wars, the source of all the sicknesses, the source of all the dysfunction, the confusion, the enchantments, the witchcraft. It goes back to Esau Edom.
You know, emulates the fucking head of it, and that's the they the head. So you cut that whole head off, they all gonna fall, and that's probably like a number. You might get the number like the numbers are good. So that's the problem though. It's emulates the fucking problem though. But the regular he might don't know what fucking going on. But do niggas over there? Hey, y'all the fucking problem. Y'all the fucking problem of the earth, man. Y'all run everything. Y'all own every goddamn thing. Y'all push the bullshit. But you peons, y'all know the fuck going on. But Amalek, they run shit.
And since you said that too, I'm glad you made that point, bro. And it's gonna be Amalek that's gonna get you American loot.
That's right. Yeah.
America one that kicking this shit. Amalek the one that kicking this shit off right now.
Mm.
But it's good for you people people because you laughed at us when we said we were Israelites, but then you didn't say nothing when they said they were the Israelites. Now those same people that y'all let call themselves the Israelites, okay, and all this evidence showed that they would. Y'all supported them niggas. America was the biggest supporter. American civilians, all right, citizens were the biggest supporters of them small hats over there. Now them small hats gonna get y'all nuked, man. So it's perfect judgment, man. You know, you got it, bro. This is Numbers chapter 24, verse 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. So that's the extermination. That's going back to the death sentence. He gonna perish forever. Going back to Amalek was the first of the nation because you go back, you know, it's a different context. Because Amalek was the first nation to attack us coming out of Egypt. You know, we had to go to war with them in the book of Exodus 17 chapter. You see, and then Amalek going back to Alexander, but you can trace his line back to Agag, the Amalekite. Okay, so he, all right, came into power. Amalek came into power as the Greeks. But now you look at, like the brother getting into, it's Amalek that's the chief of the nations. Right. Everything goes through them. All this shit that we see happening is financed by these goddamn small heads, man. They the mastermind behind all the bullshit we see, man. The pandemic, the lockdown. They start these wars, and you know, they start these pestilence. They push the bullshit on TV, the music. They own all the record labels. They own Hollywood. Everything. They own every goddamn thing. Google, all the technology, the data center. It's all these niggas, man. These small group of people wreaking all this havoc in the goddamn earth, man.
They're making all the goddamn money.
Yep.
But all the fucking money.
But the sentence is what? That they perish forever. Going back to, it's not a life sentence. It's a death sentence. So even when you go in captivity, it's gonna be a countdown to your extermination. It's gonna be a 1,000-year countdown to your extermination, man.
I got one to back up that numbers. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh has spoken it.
Yahweh Shema Shai is finna consume the house of Edom. You know, he's finna consume the house of Edom with the 12 tribes. You know, because once he come back, it's gonna be a cleansing. Hell, it starts with a cleansing. Yahweh Shai gonna come back with the nukes. Boom! It starts here. You know, you know that's gonna be beautiful. You know, why? Because you're gonna have all 12 tribes ruling the earth, different parts of the earth. You know, under Yahweh Shai, and under him, King David and the 12. You know, it's gonna be beautiful, man. You know, but this it said we're gonna consume them because what? Fire consumes stubble. You know, fire. Just think about how it burns up paper. You know, it's not gonna be anywhere they can go on this earth to escape. You know, because what? Their sentence, that long sentence is gonna come to an end in death. You know, in death.
Can you read that Obadiah 1:18 again?
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 18. And it reads, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh has spoken it.
So I just typed that in on Google, referring to the house of Esau being a stubble. It says the prophecy meaning, this passage means that just as a roaring fire can easily consume the dry stubble, the united forces of Israel, Judah, going into Yahweh Shema Shai, will utterly destroy and consume the nation of Edom. It emphasizes that Edom's pride, geographic defenses, and past violence against the Most High's people will not save them from divine judgment.
It doesn't matter if you're a part of an Edomite family somewhere off in the earth, and you say you haven't messed with you haven't been messing with us. You still gonna get it. The house of Edom, all Edomites,
So
it's
blame
gonna
your,
be.
so blame your daddy.
You're about to get got. You're about to get got because you're the problem. It doesn't matter you somewhat isolated. You're the problem. The spirit in you is not upright. You delight in wickedness.
Bloodline.
Yo,
You got a default bloodline. You know, because all these Edomites, they would do the same thing if they had the money and power that the least had. They will all do the same thing. They just don't. It's the Lord just got a small percentage of them. Because you go into slavery. Look how the average Edomite treated Jacob during the time of Jim Crow. Okay, chattel slavery. Look how the average Edomite. Yeah.
I mean,
when you had the liberty, you showed your colors when you had the liberty to do so. It just now it got to be suppressed because it's not politically correct. Okay, but all you devils, okay, would do the same thing. Every Edomite, if you got the blood of an Edomite in you, you would do the same thing that the elites would do if you had the power and resources that they had.
just look at how when your Uncle T got elected the first time, even the crustiest, brokest Edomite got out of pocket. You know, it got prideful.
Like any business that's mismanaged, man, it's gonna eventually have to be shut down. If you look at any business that has poor management, you know, you go in there, you know, the kitchen's not clean, you know, the food is not regulated with the right temperatures and the coolers and everything. People start getting sick because of food poisoning and shit of that nature, man. Eventually, what? The health department got to come in and shut it down because it's not benefiting the people. It's like a cancer. So if Esau has fucked up a paradise, man, because the Lord in Genesis, what Yahushua said, it was good, man. When the Elohim created everything, the creepy crawly things, everything, man, it was good, as the scripture said. But now you got this devil who has come and just, the water is polluted, the air is polluted, the food is polluted, the people are polluted. You know what I'm saying? The animals are confused, the people are confused. You know, the food is killing people as well as the air and the water. Man, this is an abundance of things that this devil has done to cause the earth to start basically deteriorating when it comes to providing life, man. Everything is dying, man. Slowly but surely, everything is dying. So, like the brother brought up earlier, man, if the Lord don't come back, man, it's speeding up the time, won't no flesh be saved. And it's finna get a lot worse than what it is, man. Because the Lord has to bring that judgment and purification of the earth has to come. And it's gonna come by those thermonuclear missiles as well as Yahushua and the heavenly host of angels, man. There's have to be new management on the earth, and that new management is coming by way of Yahushua, King David the 12th, and that governing body, man, the first fruit. And the earth is gonna flourish, man. Even the ones who are in captivity of the nations, they're gonna benefit from righteous rulership, man. But as brothers are saying, Esau, that nigga has done way too much, man. There's no coming back for him. He has to be uprooted.
I got a precept to back you up. You talking about how when business is ran the wrong way, they got to shut down or what? The owner of that business, they come in and clear shop. They send it over to somebody else who gonna do what they're supposed to do, you know. And there's somebody else for the earth is gonna be Yahushua. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus or the book of Sirach, chapter 10, starting at verse 1. It says, "A wise judge will instruct his people. The government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of a city is, such are they that dwell therein." Because we see how Esau is in rulership right now. And we see how all these people going back to how we was talking about the Met. Like how the YNs have that same spirit. Man, the brother was looking up a direct comparison. They do the same thing. So we see it as the ruler of this world is, so are the people. Verse 3, it says, "An unwise king destroys his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited." And here's the point. It says the power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. Going into the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, going into the Heavenly Father, he's the owner. He's in control of everything. So just like the priest Lamar was getting into, he finna come in and he gonna say Yahushua. And what's Yahushua gonna do as new management in the earth? He gonna get rid of all the old man. He gonna clear all of it out. It says, and in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable. Who is he? Yahweh. And who is the one he's gonna set over that's profitable? Yahweh Shai. Like the priest of Miles going into Yahweh Shai. Start with King under him, King David, and the 12 going all the way down. Really just going into the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000. Okay.
I just showed 20, and I'm gonna start at 4. I'm gonna read it in NLT. It said, do you recognize at the beginning of time, ever since people were placed on the earth? Verse 5, the trumpet of the wicked has been short-lived, and the joy of the godliness has been only temporary. So Esau, his reign just is temporary. You know, he wants the everlasting, but he's not getting it. The wicked shit, you're gonna be wicked for so much. That's why the scripture said, he got short time. The Lord coming back to take him out. Right? Verse 6, it said, though through his pride of the godless had reached into the heavens, and their heads touching the clouds. Verse 7, yet they will vanish forever, thrown away like their own dung.
You see, the Lord just letting y'all iniquity just pile up. And you being by us piling up, you being shown that you are the problem. That you are a cancer. He's showing the world. At first, you probably could hide it, but now everybody around every wicked deed, every wrong thing in the earth, back to you. Back to you. They run it back to you like, man. It's this nigga. It's this defiled motherfucker. You know, you got it.
Right. Those who knew them would ask, where are they? Verse 8, they would fade like a dream and not be found. They would vanish like a vision in the night.
At some point in time, coming soon, they gonna be like, who? What is an Edomite? Who? Father, I don't know what that is. Mother, I don't know what that is. That nigga was the worst thing walking. He was a nightmare. He was a living nightmare, a bad dream, because that was gonna be like your worst time. You be like, man, I'm fucked up. Glad I'm not there anymore. Glad he's not here anymore. Like that nigga that used to, some of y'all who grew up in probably the projects, the hood. That one nigga used to just terrorize the hood, the neighborhood.
All that damn trouble.
Yeah. You glad he locked up? It's like you got a breath of fresh air. It's like this nigga ain't busting in my shit no more.
I got for you, bro.
Yeah,
Just kind of you got to back up how people gonna be looking at this devil before that complete eradication comes. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, starting at verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Because this is the mindset of this devil with his technocracy, everything he's setting up, the data centers, you know what I'm saying, trying to just have complete surveillance on everybody, which ultimately going to be his final stepping stone, and that is bringing forth that Quran. All right.
No, if I may add, you got this madman trying to be God. He's the problem, and he's trying to be the Most High. All you gonna do is rain down more problems. Okay. You ain't gonna try to make anything better. See, how about Shemal Shai is gonna try to make things better. You in power is just gonna try to make things worse and keep everybody at a low level. Keep everything small, condensed. Condensed to how you like it. How about Shemal Shai is coming to bring life, to make things flourish.
Show you that for his agenda. The fact that he got to try to do a depopulation to play the Most High shows that you limited. That shows that you're limited. That's like you saying you're the best basketball player in the world, but let's lower the goal to 7 feet. Right. Oh, wait a minute. You can't even play on the regulated goal. So it's like, because the Most High not limited on how many people he can go. Right. You see? But Esau, he's showing the fact that he got to depopulate, lets you know that he's limited. Like that, it's going to be too hard. That's why he got to push the earth overpopulated. No, nigga, you just ain't built to govern every goddamn body, man. Okay? But then even with the AI is beginning to go backwards because the AI done gather all the data. So now it has nothing new to learn from. And now what you got AI slop, which AI give out some bullshit and then it trained itself on the bullshit that it spit out.
Yeah.
So AI is going backwards, man. Okay? Like the brother getting into, the Lord showing that this nigga is limited, man. If this already messed up the way you run the earth, because the earth is in complete turmoil. People are just distracted by so much convenience and so much entertainment. You know, they got so much convenience and entertainment at their fingertips.
Leisure.
You know, then they got abundance. You know, they got all this, you know, food and things ready available for them. Okay, they still can kick it on the weekend. You see? So people will look at that as just because you can go kick it on the weekend and you can have a little fast food meal every day. People act like this nigga got this shit together. This shit is terrible. It just coming to a head now. This shit been messed up. It just coming to a head. He can't mask it anymore.
But let it stop. But let it stop.
Yeah.
If everybody see they the fucking problem.
Yeah.
But guess what? As long as they stop it, they don't care.
Yeah.
But soon as shit start affecting, like it is affecting a lot of people though. But guess what? When soon it really start, oh shit.
That's why it's so easy for it's so easy for Esau to disrupt everything. Because it's a fragile system. Think about it. What does a choke point 5,000 miles away from us, why is that affecting our food prices? Think about it. If everybody knew how to farm, what they got going on over there wouldn't affect what this is over here. But we know, all right, the crops. Well, why do you got 98% of the population of America depending on 2% of farmers? That's stupid. But see, it's been working. See, people confuse, all right, the fact that it's doable as if it's wise. That's because it's doable.
Yeah.
Okay, so this man got a system that's been operating on a very fragile and stupid system, but now it's just being exposed, man. Because now he got to try to break it down to restart it. So when you seeing it break down, now you see how stuff work. I know this brother knows. When you break down the plant, you learn how to fix things by what? Breaking the shit down. Now you know how this motherfucker work. So now we see Esau dismantling his system. We seeing how this shit work. Like, this is stupid.
Yeah, on a thin ass wire.
Yeah.
See, because why you putting this little all this heavy load on this thin ass line? You know what I'm saying? No, that shit gonna burn out. You know, eventually cause a fire. So, but hey, this is what these devils doing anyway. You know, they setting little fires. You know, ultimately it's through your how about Shemiah shot. They setting little fires so shit can burn down, so they can eventually come in and just like you said, just hey, we can just take this shit up and just rebuild it in their likeness. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you got it.
That's just like it's funny you said. It's just like electrical work. We talking about that look dead watch a lot, bro. It's like Esau wired the whole system up on everything that, like, say for instance, you got different breakers. Certain breakers, you got certain side wires that go to it. But Esau done put this shit together while he gotta do is flip one switch and he can just burn all this shit up. You know what I'm saying? He just burn it all down, and when you burn the motherfucker down, you gotta rebuild it. But that's what Esau's mindset. He wired this whole thing to where he can just flip a breaker or turn some shit off, and the whole thing just go chaotic. The whole system just messed up. What you said, of course, made me think of a movie I was watching. This guy, he reminded me of the elect in this time. He was looking at this nigga. He had just been causing so much wickedness. He said, "Nigga, after I kill you, that's gonna be the first breath of the rest of my life." That's what he told him, man. After Esau come, man, when the Lord destroys Babylon, bro, they're gonna be the first breath of greatness. When we first get out of them chairs, that first foot hit the ground. I don't think I'm gonna let mine. I think I'm gonna hover. But you get what I'm saying, bro. When we first come down, they're gonna be the first. That's gonna be the first sight and the first taste of fresh air of an everlasting kingdom, bro.
But the Lord said he coming to cut off a long disease. You know, so it is for us to prosper then, you know. That's when that healing brother can get there. Malachi, is that Malachi the 4th chapter? I thought it was 1. How we come with that healing, you know, we should go spring forth as young calves of the stall.
I got you.
So ultimately it's gonna start with the elect, but it's gonna trickle down to the rest of our people. But again, see, our people, they're so tainted with Esau. Shit, they got to be taken out of the way with this man. You know, so the Lord only allowing them also to be the same way he let Esau to he be taken out the way. It's gonna be for the 2/3 of our people. You know, cause they the fucking problem too. Yeah. You know, they doing Esau's bidding.
You want that Malachi?
Yeah, go ahead. You got
This
it.
is Malachi. You need to get to the point. You need to start at 1.
You can start at 1, going into that. Yeah,
This is Malachi chapter 4, starting at.
you got it.
This is Malachi chapter 4, starting at verse 1. For behold, the day cometh, thou shalt burn as an oven, and all the proud, all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Yeah, this will ultimately be the solution. You know, it is going to be by the way of thermonuclear missiles, man, because this is what it's working up to. You got it.
And if brother reading how the descendants of Esau shall be like stubble. You know, going to Esau and everybody that's a part of this man.
They're attached to this man, right?
Go ahead.
You got it.
It says, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Shah of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Yeah, so this wicked, it's like, hey, this wickedness is not going to spring forth back in the earth again. You know, you got it.
Verse 2, it says, but unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings.
And this is going to be for the elect, because this is what our hope is, man. This is our expectancy, man. Because hey, the Lord said, you know, so we waiting on what the Lord said he gonna do. You know, we wait on that true healing, man. And that true healing we know come from Yahweh Shai coming and take away this man that's basically causing all the hell on the earth and basically causing, you know, causing all these sickness, these illness. You know, I watch we understand, you know, through the curses because of our disobedience, you know, our rebelliousness. But I was watching a clip, you know, before coming down. This is Jake. He was breaking down how he tired of working. You know, this he went into, but you know, that's, you know, again, that's we under a wicked ruler, man. You know, so shit, the way he plowing the earth, working the earth, man. You know, hey, the earth is tired of him too. Creation is groaning because of this damn devil, man. You know, you got it. Yep, come.
Say healing in the wings. What's the wings?
Them chariots.
Chariots.
How we gonna be healed?
Shit, we're gonna be changed, man. We're finna get changed. And it's a spirit too, because I sent it out. Hey, I had a dream early this morning. Our brothers actually met Yahweh Shai. But the scene was like we was in a building. And Yahweh Shai came in, he walked in, but outside of it, all hell was breaking loose. You know, niggas shooting at each other, killing each other. That was the morning.
Oh, that was what you put in the chat.
Yeah, but I ain't get all the way into it. But Yahweh Shai come in, you know, like I said, hey, taller than all of us, vibrant colors, man. You know, talking about that magnificence that, you know,
that regal look.
Yeah, man. Hey, shit. But you know, it stood out to, you know, how, you know, on the inside, brothers were good, and their families were put over to the side, but the brothers were with Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he walking. We amongst Yahweh Shai, man. But yeah, man, and how I perceived it, hey, that building was those chambers, you know, and all the hell that was breaking loose outside, man. That was going down in the murk.
Looking down,
you know,
yeah. I'm gonna get that last part of that for you too, cause going back to how I said, like, that breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? And it says, we'll read the last part of the NLT. Well, I'm gonna read verse 2 in the NLT. It says, but for you who fear my name, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in his wings, and you will go free, leaping with joy like calves let out of a pasture.
And that's what we're waiting on, man. We're waiting on the restart, the refreshments, man. And then we're gonna begin to live, you know. Then we're gonna, hey, under Yahweh Shai, again, that righteous king, man. You know, then because we're gonna be like until Yahweh Shai for real, because we're gonna be once we are changed, hey, we're gonna be reprogrammed under the new covenant. You know, ain't no thoughts. You know, we're not gonna be tempted by Satan no more. None of that shit, man. Esau not gonna. We already know it. Everything gonna be behind us, man. We got everything we got to look forward to. Hey, that's gonna be for us. It's gonna be right there for us.
Because you know about like the cows and cows being in the pasture, like that's in a sense that's we go into that part of scripture, like a sense of oppression. You know, they ain't supposed to be all in one little. Right. You have cows, you gotta have what you call grazing. You gotta have a grazing area. Depending on how many cows you got, you talking about 20 plus acres. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Land for them to just roam. And I said to say it for them to be in a natural element. going back to being in that how the Lord designed them to be. And when the nation of Israel started with the elect, you know, is out of that pasture from under Esau and his oppression, we're gonna be able to be reprogrammed and righteousness, going back to be our natural element of who the Lord designed us to be as rulers of the earth.
I think about that. But you talk about the cows. I think about, you know, the buffalo, the bison.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they wasn't no motherfucking pasture.
Oh,
They ran free.
yeah.
They you know what I'm saying? They ran free there before Esau got here, man. They wasn't we're gonna put you in this fucking boom, you can't go no further.
Limited space,
Yeah, but they ran free.
Because if you study them and know how they operate, because a bull, if you got a bull in a fence, whatever fence you got, no matter if it's electrified or whatever, he can get out of there. He can run through there and take the whole fence with him. But they study the bull to the point where they have all the cows. He got all his food and all his women there. So in that instant, they know how to tame him because of the simple fact that power that he has. So ultimately, going back to what you're saying, bro, when you have that, you know how certain things work and allow it to be in a natural element. Hey, it's very beneficial. But Esau want everything to operate how he wanted to operate, and it's always left-handed. You know, we were going to school with the other Yashamat. We thought about it. It's 8.9 billion people in the world, and the average nigga eat chicken every day. That's 8.9 billion chickens that they got to kill every day, bro. It's like what he said. He said it's some lab-grown shit somewhere. They're going back into that ain't right. That ain't how we ain't supposed to be just sitting up eating chicken and shit all like that all day, bro.
Man, it's enough chicken. People eat every day. The chicken is abundant. Somebody got trees of chicken. The earth was made to have abundance. It's just the way that Esau, all right, he chooses to do that GMO and put the steroids in the chicken for profit.
Yeah.
See, his shit is profit driven.
Yeah.
You know, but it's enough chickens to where you can have chickens. We ain't gotta eat chickens every day, but the earth is abundance. That's why chickens lay so many eggs.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the earth was meant to be abundant. Just like we multiply, our food source multiply faster than we do. Because you can have one child every 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
All right, no chicken lay eggs every day. You know. So it's enough abundance because you go into King Solomon. He had, matter of fact, get it real quick. Get First Kings 4 and 22 in the
Chicken.
Yeah.
Boom.
The earth, this devil, he just took people away from understanding how the earth works.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to depend on this nigga industrial society to be fed. You know, you ain't supposed to depend on no government to feed yourself. Right. You know, people supposed to have a certain level of autonomy, what they call self-autonomy, man. Self-efficiency, man.
That's him. That's him trying to be as scripture priest Lamar brought out. That's him trying to be like the Most High. You know, he wants everybody to depend on him for clothing, food, shelter, energy, thoughts. You know.
And like I say, this nigga, and he's inferior. That's why he gotta suppress you so he can feel superior. It's his whole thing about saying, because he was really superior, he wouldn't have to suppress you. You're not gonna have to suppress no nation in the kingdom. Every nation gonna be operating to their full capacity in the kingdom. Okay, we're not gonna be threatened by another nation because we know we the Lord's people. All right, and we're superior not for the sake to just say we're superior, but to enforce righteousness in the earth. It would make sense to make the people that you want to enforce righteousness to be superior than everybody else, so they can enforce the righteousness, man. There ain't gonna be no back and forth in the kingdom.
Because everybody benefit.
Yeah.
But the devil, he'll tell you that, you know, the earth is overpopulated, but he'll go build a data center that's 63 square miles, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking land. Them a lot of acres, man. When I leave camp and I go home, man, I pass about thousands of acres, just no man's land. The earth is overpopulated. Right. I mean, it makes no sense, but he'll tell the masses that so he can do like he doing these data centers. He buying up everything and he just putting a bunch of bullshit around.
And right now, they're arguing about the shit right now in Brandon. They trying to build a data shit in Brandon. And guess what? And guess what? With Jake is. And they pissed off about it.
Ponderosa, but Wayne.
Right now.
They to my building. I think Brandon, Clinton, and it's another one somewhere. It's my building.
I don't give a damn what the niggas there, bro. They like, no, they trying to be with the niggas there.
Yeah, man. But no, the earth was meant to have abundance. The earth was meant to handle, all right, the population, okay, way bigger than what Esau was pushing, man. But let's get this real quick. Yeah.
I had one to add to what you said, because in this man kingdom you have unsolved problems, unsolved diseases. You got inmates still on the run. They haven't captured him, and he's trying to go up against the Most High. Look, there's not a file that drops from the air without Yahweh Shema Shah's permission. How are you gonna pretend to be that? You know?
He's nowhere near. You got, bro.
It's First Kings 4:22.
Matter of fact, read 21st.
This is 1 Kings chapter 4 and verse 20 NLT. The people of Judah and Israel were as numerous as the sand of the seashore.
Go ahead.
They were very content with plenty to eat and drink.
With plenty to eat and drink. So the earth was made to be abundant. Okay? The earth was made to be abundant. Go ahead.
Solomon ruled over all the kingdoms of the Euphrates River in the north of the land. It's like in the north to the land of the Philistines,
yep.
and the border of Egypt in the south. The conquered people.
That's what these devils trying to get back now, that area. Because from Egypt, all the way to modern day Syria, even parts of Iraq, parts of Saudi Arabia, that's the land we had, man. Okay, these small heads trying to do the Greater Israel Project. They trying to establish, they trying to get the birthright, man. But it ain't for you, man. You're not built for it. You done had your trial run and you did terrible, man. Yeah, terrible. Yeah, 3.
Yeah,
Greeks, the Romans, and
3. Yeah.
Hey, but going back to what he said, how he was short lived though.
Yeah.
Nigga short lived, man.
But you can't say the law ain't fair.
Yeah.
You gave three chances.
Strikes you out.
Yeah.
You keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
The conquered peoples of those lands sent tribute money to Solomon and continued to serve him throughout his lifetime. Verse 22, the daily food requirements for Solomon's palace were 150 Brussels of choice flour,
Yep. So
3
cakes and desserts. Go ahead.
300 Brussels of meal,
Go ahead.
and 10 oxen
10 oxen. This is every day. Go ahead.
for the fattenings. It's like it from also 10 oxen from the fattenings pens.
Yep.
20 pasture-fed cattle.
So that's 40 cattle. 20 oxen, 20 cattle. It's every day. Every day to go by this happening, man. Abundance. See, we was in the peak of our abundance at this time, man. Okay, now his palace consisted of his wives, his children, his servants. So he had, like a banquet hall, man. Go ahead.
Hey, I did for you. I looked up real quick. I said,
Look.
I said,
Anyway, look, I watched my video. A dude killed a cow, and you see how much meat he had. It was like they did that one fucking cow, but it was so much, bro.
I got you. Because I've been looking in the given one, bro. Your average cow, just on what you gonna get at minimum, you're looking at about 600 to 800 pounds of meat for one, and that's if you get like just a base level one. If you get like the cow that been fed right, you're looking at upwards to 900 to 1100 pounds of meat. But I looked this up real quick when we're going into the oxen, bro. It said Solomon had 10 oxen, not even the cattle. We just talking about the oxen. And this is now, so I'm pretty sure back then the meat was a lot more potent. Today, one oxen is 400 to 600 pounds. So meat, right? And Solomon had 10. So you talking about 4,600 pounds of meat in just oxen. And that's not even getting into the 20 pasture-fed cattle. It says that you keep reading 100 sheep and goats,
100 sheep,
as well as deer. As well as deer, gazelles, roe deer, choice poultry, chicken. Yep. Solomon's dominion extended over all the kingdoms west of the Euphrates River from Tifsha to Gaza, and there was peace on all his borders.
Yeah, so look at how much abundance he had in one day. Dang. So the earth was meant to give forth abundance. It's just the nigga that's in power. He the problem.
Mm.
He the goddamn problem. All our food out reproduces us, man. Okay? How many eggs does a fish lay?
A lot.
Thousands.
You see? Thousands. One fish. 1,000. So everything that we eat reproduces way faster than us, man. That's why you can start an orchard from one fruit. If you plant the seeds and they all grow into, you got one fruit, but within that one fruit, you have multiple fruit trees, which is a seed. So the earth was set up for people to multiply. That's why the food source multiplies so rapidly. The earth just had to be maintained.
It's like us being fruitful and multiply. It's like,
No, you got it.
yeah, like us being fruitful and multiply. So shit, hey, everything, the earth, hey, the earth is made to sustain the people. You know, but
I got another one for you.
hey, how many days they wore the King Solomon through that banquet, that feast?
That would have been good.
Okay, good.
I want
14. I've been 2 weeks, not 1. But I looked this up too. Now this is now. It says it's 4 to 6,000 pounds oxen, right? 20 pasture-fed cattle today equals up to 8,500 to 12,500 pounds of consumable meat. So that's just, we ain't talking about the bullshit Esau. Esau like to get the gizzards and the lungs and all that shit there. We just talking about consumable meat. We talking about 8,500 to 12,500 pounds of meat. When you add that up, we talking about almost 20,000 pounds. And the chicken ain't even getting no weight to that.
Mm.
You know? He said, 1 Kings 8.
Yeah, 1 Kings 85.
This is 1 Kings chapter 8, verse 5. It says, and King Solomon and all the congregation of Israel, there were assembled unto him, with where he before the ark, sacrificing sheep and oxen that could not be told nor numbered for multitude.
So they offered so many sheep and oxen, they couldn't be counted. So you gotta think about it. What are they pulling this from?
Mm.
Think about it. If I go get $1 million and blow it today, then go get another $1 million and blow it tomorrow, then go get $20 million and blow it the day after. You got to think, where he getting this from?
Yeah.
Like, where is this coming from? You see?
Oh yeah.
So if they're able to offer sheep without number on any given day, just on some random, that was the completion of the temple. So if they're able to offer that many sheep, cattle that you can't even count, what is the source? Where's they get this from? How much abundance they got?
right.
You know? But they show you that the earth was set up for abundance, man.
Mhm.
Esau pushed this scarcity shit, man. All right, to keep you, like you said, dependent on him.
Mm-hmm.
If you think that you know, if one thing go wrong, then the earth starve. You see, if we don't get if we don't control the climate, we don't do the climate change. If we don't deal with that, the earth gonna starve. Nah, man. The earth was set up to have abundance, man. People weren't supposed to be dependent on no goddamn Strait of Hormuz.
Mm.
The earth, the whole earth.
Mm.
Yeah. Depending on one waterway.
That's how y'all know when y'all see them empty shells, it's because of this nigga.
Yeah.
He's holding them back. He wants y'all to starve. When this shit get to popping, know that this shit is because of this nigga.
That's it.
He is the problem. It's because of this nigga.
I did a lesson back probably a year ago. Said the high level would just blame Esau. You know, just blame this nigga, man. You know, all of this dysfunction, blame him.
Well, I said, Lord, the Lord's coming. He's coming. He's a physician. Coming to cut off a long disease. Esau been a long disease. The Greeks, the Romans, and now Rome reloaded. For years and years, this nigga just been destroying the earth and destroying the earth and destroying the earth.
I got this. This is all. You give me Psalm chapter 37, verse 1 and 2.
37, 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
This is Psalms chapter 37, starting in verse 1. It's a Psalm of David. KJV, NLT.
Yeah, no man.
Verse 1, fret not thyself because of evildoers,
Mm-hmm.
neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
Listen, don't fret yourself over these people. Don't fret yourself because you got wickedness. You got these wicked niggas running around, ruling the earth and shit. Don't fret. Nah, you be probably thinking like, man, when they gonna stop? When it's gonna come to an end? You know? Don't worry about that, because what? Continue.
Verse 2. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass.
Because they will soon be cut down like the grass. It's not a life sentence, it's a death sentence. They're gonna be cut and moved out the way. That's Esau, Edom, and 2/3 of our people. They're not gonna be around for too much longer. You know, when Jacob's trouble is around the corner, and what scripture says about that? 1,000 shall fall at your right hand, 1,000 at your left. Niggas finna be laid even with the streets. Flesh is about to be thrown out like dung, blood like dust. Is
Between Esau and 2/3 gonna come back in their right mind. Esau gonna come back in captivity, the one that died. And eventually they're gonna be done away. But the beautiful thing about the gospel, even eventually 2/3 gonna wake up in their right mind. You know, all our people shall be righteous. Right?
Yeah.
At this Revelation 11 and 18, and the nation were angry, and the rabbis come, in the time of the dead, that it should be judged. Verse, and they should give it, and they should give a reward to that servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and to that fear the name, small and great, and should destroy them, destroy the earth.
It shall destroy them that destroy the earth. And who's that? We've been telling you about him. We've been telling you about all the problem he caused. Esau, Edom. Esau, Edom. He's polluting the earth. He's the one who want to put poison in your food. He's the one who want to try to convince your women to off your children before they get here. He's the one who's trying to say, hey, they should do the same thing, you know, and do that alphabet stuff and not produce life. You know, this man has the world going backward. You know, Lord gonna destroy him that destroy the earth.
I'm gonna say this too, into the prophets and the saints, and that's the elect, because the elect, the prophets, they don't want to really push this truth. Oh yeah, how about Shah? They don't push it. Really down really against Esau bullshit. 2/3 ain't against Esau bullshit. They with it. All right. So the serpent and the prophets, hey, Lord said he gonna give them a reward, and Lord will we the prophets though. Lord will we are, and Lord said he gonna give us a reward. So, hey, what's better than that? But you devils, hey, you got to go, man. Man, I watched a video that 2 days ago. A big ass ship in the ocean, dropping all bullshit trash into the ocean, and that's why the fucking animals all fucked up, man. Because the niggas destroying the fucking world, the earth, man. The world, the earth. If he had a chance to go to different goddamn planets, he would go and destroy them motherfuckers too. So then he got to go, man. That's the only way everything can be right. If this nigga be out of power, all right?
You said the saints, and that made me think of that scripture. It says, "Who will stand against the evil doer for me?" Come on, you. There's like always these stories and stuff that you have this champion that goes against the so-called bad guy, the so-called the Goliath in that standpoint, and what happened? Each time that person defeats the evildoer or the Goliath, there is a reward for it. Yahweh Shema Shai will reward his men for going against this evildoer. You fought against wickedness. What was David reward for defeating Goliath? He got Michal, he got that position. What else? He got I think he was over 50, 100 men or something. Roughly paraphrasing. How would I say? He gonna come and give you what? 100-fold.
Okay. This is Psalms 94:16. Who rise up who rise up for me against the evildoer.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoer? The elect, his men, those that call upon, that sigh and cry to Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity.
Who will stand up for me against the work of iniquity? What? Calling them out, telling them they're going off, proclaiming the names of Yahweh and Yahushua. Against what? Against these evil names, against these false names. Like what? Jehovah, Jesus Christ, Yeshua, whatever have you. Those are not the names. You know?
Like I said, still so stiffly for his name. Yeah, I got one real quick.
Yeah,
This is the book of Isaiah 14 and verse 20. Going into how even man, going basically, I'm just gonna get it. Isaiah 14 and verse 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. Because we understand, hey, they're their fathers. They coming back, same bloodline, brother Green too, So, hey, this man about to be really done away at the earth, man, because of, again, if this nigga continue to reproduce, he'll only bring more mass death. It says that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. It says, for I will rise against them, said the Lord, the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and the remnant, and the son and the nephew, said the Lord.
that whole male line, because what? If you wipe out the males, that lineage gone. That nation gone. Because what? The man is the one that produces the seed. That replicates that seed.
So that's why Esau strikes out so hard to go against the man. It's always the man. But they attack the woman, but it's the man. And they definitely, I'll be the same way though. You go the man. The man is supposed to be the head. You get the man out of the way. Guess what? You got him. And guess what? You got him. He got him.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, starting at verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and his gift destroyeth the heart. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patience and spirit is better than the proud in spirit.
Better is the end of the thing. Better is the end of this thing, man. It's about to be a restart, a refresher. Once this man's rulership era ends and the era of Yahushua begins, that's what the elect waiting on. That what you should be waiting on, because what we just named all the problems in the earth, and it stems from this man.
Man, even going into that pride. Because the brother said better the patient in the spirit than the proud in the spirit. We understand that the pride go before what? Destruction. So we understand destruction coming to this man, but the patience that the elect got, hey, we understand what's coming to us also. And a part of what's coming to us is gonna be this man. And the Lord gonna give us, He gonna give us him. We're gonna deal with Esau. Hey, brother brought it out already. He gonna get paid back double. Esau going in the field, man. Same way we went in the field. But hey, the Lord gonna give him, through the Spirit, He's gonna give him plenty work. Yeah, because hey, that thousand years, man, it's gonna be laborious, man. It's shit. Yeah, and then time gonna be on our side. So hey, it ain't gonna be what you see these days passing now. No. How about some y'all shot finna stretch out time, man? Because that's all we got is time.
Time on our side now. All we gotta do is wait.
You better not complain about the work. Each time you complain, I'm taking away a tool. Oh, give me that hammer. you gotta punch it. Yeah, kind of.
This is Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7. Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever the man soweth, that shall he also reap.
All this evil and wickedness you've been sowing, you're about to reap it in full. You're about to reap it in full. All that death and destructions come back on you. all that murder and lying is coming back on you. You're about to be repaid for what you've done. You know, you're about to be repaid. What? You're about to get that death sentence. You know, and that 1,000-year sentence is gonna be it's just leading up to it. You know, so
Like, you know, he ain't show no fucking mercy.
mm-mm.
And that's the thing about it, you know, like show him. You can't show the motherfucker mercy, man. And I used to give my mercy. He ain't show no mercy, man. You see little bit of kids in the fucking field, man. How you show my fucking mercy?
Mm-hmm.
For the babies, for some alligators, for some fucking
Bait, right?
shoes,
For
man. How you
shoes,
show
yeah,
motherfuckers
belts.
mercy, man? There's no motherfucking mercy over here, cuz.
Working the old like he young.
Yeah, no. Pregnant women out in the fucking field. I even show you motherfucking mercy.
Well, how shall the land be cleansed? By the blood of him that shed it.
It
All
go,
them
it go,
airstrikes. You gotta think. Ain't no telling. You know, this man been doing airstrikes since goddamn 40s, man. So all this munition that you can put out in the earth, all this shit gonna come back in one day in the form of them nukes, man. All the munitions you gonna put out and destroy all this infrastructure in the earth, man. This shit gonna come up on you in its perfection. That's why I say it's gonna come up on the devil in its perfection, man. All of them gonna come back to you at one time.
Yeah, the spirit, because I was thinking about that on the way down again.
Yeah.
Revisiting that, hey, what the difference a day make?
Yep.
Yeah, cause shit, hey, one day gonna be all good, and the next day gonna be all bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, matter of fact, that's the perfect precept he ain't gonna.
You got last one of these.
because it go both ways. Esau, you know, it says basically a man gonna reap what he sowed. Verse 8, I'm reading NLT. It said, "Those who live only to satisfy their own sinful nature will harvest decay and death from that sinful nature. But those who live to please the Spirit will harvest everlasting life from the Spirit."
Mm-hmm. And that's the elect receiving them new bodies, you know, receiving their just reward, you know.
This is Sirach 11 and Sirach 10. Yep, 10 and 10. The physician cut off a long disease. Yahweh shot. And the disease is Esau. And he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die.
A death sentence. You been conquered, now you on that chopping block.
And he gonna be in power one day, then he gonna be in captivity the next day. Then he gonna be in captivity one day, then he not gonna exist the next day. What's the difference today, man?
Hey, that 1,000 years a day too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
But yeah, the Lord to us, God damn, that's
yeah,
long
come
time.
to us too. Yeah, come.
That's long time. cuz.
You got me.
Hey, but Lord, one day has been edifying on the face of the east and give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash.
double honors to the apostles, the elders of great millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom. I usually let the elders do that. Oh, I think we're still live. Yeah.
Your pillow rest like that. Well, you know, there's one supposed to, you know.
And though they have not seen me with
He was popping in his bed for looking at the same time.
you know, sleeping on the road. Hey, like on Barno Thin Line Between the other night. Now he had finally got him. He tried to move. Yeah, bro.
It says, I take to witness the grace of the people to come. Talking about us, brothers, during these last days. So we're fulfilling this prophecy that the elder reading right now, man. So, hey, things happening, things happen, But guess what? We going home, man.
Right.
We going home, brothers. You got it, bro.
Whose little ones rejoice in gladness, and though they have not seen me with bodily eyes.
Yeah, because see, Shalom. Yeah, we're not able to see your house shot physically. But you got it, bro.
We see it in the volume of the book.
Yep.
It says, that's our brothers
Hey, Shalom. And that's how brothers are able to make portraits of Yahweh Shah. And that's not and then these portraits, things of that nature, these drawings, hey, they only substitute what? An example of what we see through the scripture.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, what they call it, it's not an idol. So the difference between what we do and what the heathens do, those heathens does rituals. Those heathens will do a fucking, they'll make a statue, they'll put water in front of that motherfucker, they'll put food in front of it, they'll wash it, they'll open up his mouth and wash it. Those are rituals because what they're trying to do is they're trying to provoke a demon to inhabit that statue.
Yeah.
That's the difference between a painting and a fucking ritual. And they bow down to him.
What they call it, a shrine?
Yeah.
You know? Now, in the case where you see on brothers' garments, you'll see the names. Now, it's okay if you put the names, somewhere in your house and you balance the names.
Yeah.
Because we do that, but you don't see us, balance the image.
Right.
It's a form of submission.
Right.
See, the problem is that you niggas don't understand what submitting to Yahweh Bashem Hawashai is.
That's right.
So that's why you don't understand the things that are spiritual. Because you're steady, too busy to have your mind occupied and trying to have a carnal life in this world.
That's right, bro.
Don't you understand that Rome was designed for your ass to have a carnal life and choke out your connection with Yahweh Bashem Hawashai?
Right.
It was designed for this, man. It was designed to be a distraction from who you are, your nationality, man.
You can sell off with a G-Wagon.
That's why, that's why the reward is so great.
With the
What
car
you're
notes.
seeing. In this matrix, in this world, the reward is so great when you're going off as a man or a woman. To be a nigga or a horse, the greatest reward in this kingdom.
And it all ends in bitterness.
Yep, it all ends in bitterness.
And brothers who into their artwork, you know how spiritual it is. Like you build other brothers and sisters' faith up.
Yeah.
Those faith boosters, man.
We thinking pictures.
Yeah, we thinking pictures, bro.
At the result of a color class and things of that sort. Have we been whitewashed for centuries? You know,
You said that in your last video.
that's
art
a
imitates
gift to
life.
have. Yeah, right. You know? So it says right here, and though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the thing that I say.
Yep. Because he comes in the volume of the book, man.
All right, with that, we hope this was an edification. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to.
Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Kakadash.
We also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Baba
Baba.
Baba. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Yeah, brother.
Come out here by 5 hours, man.
Yeah, time flying, bro.
Timely, but